It's easier than this. I think I got myself set up in a backwards position. Sometimes it ain't too good to have your back against the wall. Live streaming. Stream now. Well, you guys are there and I'm not, so hold on. I'm trying to catch up. Somehow I jumped onto the last live stream and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I got about half an hour before I have a client show up. I'm not sure if you call her a client. Howdy, Joe. Howdy, Mark. Howdy, Frontier Forge. See, this is, I don't want this called Old Forge School making a thing. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Chatting about format. That's what this topic's about. And hopefully we're not messing up the last live stream. Not that many people liked it anyway. Just, oops, kissed. Jesus. I better get back in the software world. I can't type on a normal keyboard. Just touching base with my viewers. And addressing some concerns expressed. I don't know. Live stream says it's there. Hopefully this creates a new thing. Anyway, God, I hate having my glasses on. I need them on to see. I can't read the damn screen without them, and I look like a goof with them on. I don't know. Title updated after refresh. All right, let's see what happens. I'm still learning this stuff, guys, so you know what? Who gives a flying flip what the title is? We're talking. Where have you been? Camden, I have been here, there, everywhere, and in and out of everything. Trying to survive. Trying to survive. You know, that might lead us into the conversation. I'd like to go back. Somehow I lost my, oh gosh. What is wrong with this gosh dang computer? All right, give your videos some music. Yeah, I give you music, you complain about the music. For some reason I've gone full screen and I can't find, oh, there it is. Exit full screen. Okay, now we'll jump back so I can see myself talk. Look a little dark. That's ironic. Anyway, I'll go back to you guys, even though it's lagged. If I stand back, maybe the light of the door. Anyway, I got, it's 2:16 right now, and I have, I don't know, clients. Somebody that is a client, somebody that actually retails, or resales, wholesales, whatever, my products, coming in with a friend of hers who's purchased some stuff from me. They're supposed to be here at 1:45, and they're not going to show up till 2:40 or something. Zappa Forge, you wouldn't believe the amount of fawning over your old swage block this weekend. Zappa Forge? How come I don't know that name? Dang, you can't really see me with that light right in the background, can you? I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let me get back to real time. This is confusing stuff. Well, shit, I can see me. You should be able to see me. If the light's in them too much, that's too bad. The reason I decided to do this, like I said, I had an appointment at 1:45. It turned into 2:40. So 2:40, a couple of ladies are going to show up, and I'm going to say goodbye quickly. Unless they feel like talking to you. Ting Tang, the group, named it at Quad State this weekend. Brand new Forge name. Oh, awesome. Jeffrey, yeah, I still have the 368 degree. I haven't brought it out in a while. And when it, for these live streams, I might do that. These are all things I'm trying to figure out right now. as well as, God, I wish I could keep these glasses off. Maybe I can do like that. Can't read them. But, you know, the last live stream I did, and I told you before in the live stream when I was setting up the live stream in the new shop, there's times when I just can't do a video for one reason or another. And I figured, what the hell? Turn on the camera, and let you guys watch watch me work. And I'm not an example of success, that's for sure. I'm an example of somebody struggling and trying to maintain a very low level, stay alive kind of perspective. And so, like that last one I did, I think I did the live stream making the two rings, the two sprockets together, and that sucker's already sold. Just so you know, it's not done. The concept is sold, and I'm not sure what it's going to turn into. And it was a good time. It was a good investment of time. Got a couple things off my shelf. But you know, it's 2.5 hours or more, and people are like, "What the hell do I want to watch you?" Some people are like, "Why the hell do I want to watch you grind the rust off of a couple of sprockets? We want to talk. It's the live stream. We want to talk to you." And then I do the long versions and short versions of a couple videos. And when I do the short versions, so this is the thing, and hopefully you guys are watching this. This is going to be short because those people are supposed to be here at 2:40, which is 20 minutes from now. When I do a video, I mean, most of you guys know my format. It's like, okay, let's go all the way through it. Like the last video where I did the pizza cutter. That thing, if you watch the whole length video, was not terribly a success. Gosh, I look dark on the screen. Am I really that dark? It's hell getting old, brother. Let me catch up with you guys for a second. Yeah, ting. The group named it a quads this weekend. Brand new Forza name. Awesome. Yeah, getting old. Hello from Montana. Gosh dang it, man. I had such a dream to go to Montana at one time. If I turn this camera, I got to go back to live. Oh, somebody, where the hell is the light? Give me the light. I'm sorry, I want the doors open because I have clients coming in, so I just deal with the darkness, I guess. All right, back to you guys. So anyway, what I was saying was, you go dark when the camera gets open, door all the way. Oh, shit. I'll close the door, maybe that'll help. Like I said, I have clients coming in. So I don't want them to feel unwelcome. Maybe that helps a little bit. It kind of reminds me, somebody just posted on YouTube. Chandler's more worried about his art than he is about the YouTube people. I can understand how you guys feel that way. I'm gonna catch up with you a lot. Montana, yeah, I know, man. Gosh, maybe that's where we're gonna end up. I don't know. I like the two versions. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. You need your dark camera. Greetings, everybody else. Yeah, that should help. Jeffrey, not easy making a living with metal these days. All right. No, but yes, and that's something. I gotta go on. Let's see if I can pull this off this side so I can see me and listen to you at the same time. Yeah, that's better. It's not easy, and it's not supposed to be easy. Work is never supposed to be easy. That's why they call it work, for crying out loud. When I was an engineer working in an office, working for myself writing software, or as an industrial engineer designing plants and things, you know, it's still hard work and there's pressure. There's always it's all relative. It's all freaking relative. And when I made this transition, again, I'm not getting into this at all. I made this transition for a freaking future with a person thinking that we're ready for the next step, and that all disappeared. And that's the end of the conversation. I was willing to take that. I got myself a southern accent right now, so sorry about that. Sometimes I do that. And I was willing to do the work because I just, build a cabin, you know, go live out somewhere out west. That's what I was going to do. Is it easy to make a living this way? The answer is no. Is it easy for an old man like me? Now I'm 51. I started full time at 48. It's pretty damn stupid, actually, especially when you've been sitting in an office chair all day long. But God darn it, it's actually, if I take all the crap that gets in my way mentally, which I'm sorry you guys got to deal with it, but you're talking to Chandler, and that's part of Chandler. When you take all that out, it is rewarding. I mean, 51, walk around with, where am I? I can't see biceps like that. You know what I mean? I was at the grocery store, not grocery store, convenience store. A kid I knew that, I had coached at some point in time. I was like, damn, you're buff, Mr. Dickinson. So it's good and bad, breathing in all the bad stuff. Can you make a living at it? The answer is absolutely. I could be making a good living at it right now. If my brain hadn't been broke 3 years ago, and I was just like, dang it, I'm just going to keep going. I've made some beautiful stuff over the last few years, and I could make some money at it. I don't market myself. People are asking online for things. The Etsy store's been empty for years. Yes, it's hard, but you can make a living at it. Okay. I don't know why I went on that rant. Let me catch up with you guys. Right. Camden, do you still have the online store? It's still there. I don't have anything on it. Not easy to make a living. Absolutely right, Chandler. Yeah. Hi, Chandler. William. Hey, William. I'll tell you, you're one of the dudes that are not far behind me all the time. I know a lot of you guys are like that, but William certainly speaks up, and I'm glad to have him around. Is whether or not you love what you do. Ooh. Small town church. Read the comments. The real question is whether or not you love what you do. Oh boy. I had a point to start this live stream, and I hope I get there before these people show up. Do I love what I do? I don't know what I do yet. I don't love how I'm doing it. I'm not doing a good job. I'm not in a mental place to be able to you're looking at somebody who would take something like this and freaking go to town with it and still have honor. You know what I mean? That I won't give details, but that little double sprocket thing, it's not done. I just kind of put it together, but somebody saw it and wanted it locally here, and it's like, well, how much you want for it? Well, I gave him a number that was just ridiculously low. I mean, the thing is probably worth X amount, and I gave him 1/4 of the amount. I love being me, working my ass off, and producing something, because I do the best I can, but I'm not perfect. I'm not at all. I'm still in the learning stages. So do I love that? I love the fact that I'm still here after I started full time in 2015. Yeah, just a little more than 3 years ago. And because of what happened shortly after I started, I've only been working 10%, literally 10, 15%. So could I have done much better? Stay closed, door. Gosh dang it, door. Oh, Mitch. Well, you deal with it. Well, maybe I'll shut it in a second. Yeah, you can do it, especially if you have the motivation of a younger person who's in 100% there. All right, hello from Germany, hello from South Africa. Awesome. Just got back already. Like this conversation. Even my blacksmith book says that blacksmiths can't make a living anymore. I disagree with him. It depends on what your living is. All right. All right. Is it going to be $100,000 a year? The answer is you could do it. You get into some of the decorative stuff and you really push yourself and you work hard and you have some. For me anyway, to have that back room support, emotionally, at home kind of thing, and then the online stuff and the getting back to emails and that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can do well. What's the topic? Joseph. Topic was supposed to be the formats of my videos, but we kind of went on a tangent right off the bat. Hello from Romania. So let me see if I can just kind of bring this back in. Can you make a living at it? The answer is Yes. Can you live off of it? Well, those political, I'm trying to get in the sun's way. Those political things are changing every day. It's amazing to me how much I see changing in America. Although everybody is, not everybody, the people in my local community, they don't see things the way I see, and they're all kind of weird. But anyway, here's the scoop. That's what I want to talk to you guys about. Hello from France. God, I love it. The fact that I get to talk to people over the world. I sit here all alone all day, and yeah, and you know, I have a few people in my life that I get to talk to every once in a while. But it's like this is why this is, well, dang, all over the world, and it ain't because I'm sitting there hammering. There's got to be something else. There's some connection, some human connection, and I appreciate that. Good day from Aussie Shooter. So anyway, to the point. And again, I only have about, I think they said they were going to be there at 2:40, 45. So I only have a few minutes before I have a couple of clients coming in. The first questions, and then I'll read some of you guys' comments, and then hopefully this will get posted on YouTube, and I can read from the people that are offering me suggestions. Yeah, suggestions. All right, so I do the live streams. Sometimes I talk. All right, and it's kind of replacement of the Foresight chat. I love the Foresight chats, and I actually thought maybe I'll do a Foresight chat today while I'm waiting. But the point is that the shop isn't in order right now. Right now, I'm in the middle of the waterfall project. I mean, I got glass bottles that I picked up at an estate sale. I mean, the shop's just not. Whenever I start something new, the shop gets cleaned out and it's in decent shape. I'm shaking the table with my knees. Sorry. I still have a lot of raw materials on the floor to put away. So I didn't want to do a Foresight chat yet. So I figured I go live stream. The question that I'm getting is this: you know, the live streams. If I do them, it's going to be one of two reasons. The primary reason is that I'm in something that isn't going to make a very good blacksmithing video. And it's like, what the hell? If somebody's sitting there at lunchtime and needs 30 minutes of watching Chandler do work on something, I do that, okay? So the live streams are not meant to be like we're doing right now. Not all the time. Hopefully, maybe more often. But those are the Foresight chats. Because here I am talking, I got so much to say, and I'm not reading, and I should be reading and talking, and that's when you need somebody over your shoulder giving you're reading the comments. So I do the live streams to share what it's like. You know, is it hard? Can you make a living as a blacksmith? It kind of ties back into that. The answer is yes, but you might find yourself figuring out what to do with a bunch of blue bottles. All right. Or what you can make out of them, or maybe just selling them straight up. I got a bunch of brass on the other side you can't see. You know, you got to fill in the gaps, especially, well, for me anyways, you got to fill in the gaps. I mean, I do construction work. I'm hanging storm windows and stuff like that with hinges. I mean, I'm doing whatever I need to do to get enough money in to survive, and then spend some time on the anvil. So oh, shit, I lost my train of thought, and I do that all the time. I got so many things on my mind. So, you know, can you make a living at? The answer is yes, but you got to take, let's say you start off and you want to be an artist, which is probably going to happen to you because people are going to call you an artist. Even though all you're really trying to do is make something in this country, even if it's a bottle opener out of a railroad spike or something like that. Before you know it, you're finding out, shit, this stuff doesn't exist anymore. And to be able to make that metamorphosis of, especially if you're reclaiming stuff, not necessarily, but especially if you are, people are like, oh my, in awe. Holy cow! Somebody takes the time and was able to morph hard steel into something else. So before you know, you call it an artist, and there's a lot of money in the artisan. I believe. I mean, that's where I made most of my money in the last 2 years. I stopped doing shows. I was making good money at shows. I really was. Worked my friggin' ass off, but I also had support behind me, scheduling things and stuff like that. I know I'm talking and not reading, but again, I'm trying to keep track of time. I got somebody coming in. So when I do the most of the live streams, it's going to be just, hey, I got something I'm doing or an idea in my head that the Sprocket project wasn't a commission. It's like, all right, I just, my brain's not in the spot to work on a video that's going to be an actual blacksmithing video or something like that. And if you guys want to come along, come along. If you see stuff like that and it's not interesting, if you don't want to watch just some dude walking around and working in his shop, then no, please just stop watching it. It's okay. But don't criticize me for it because that's the format that shop time videos are. Shop time videos are not blacksmithing, but something that I'm doing to keep the blacksmith shop, old school forge, going. All right, and then another thing I want to address, and I'll go back and start reading some comments until the ladies show up. And then I was making videos as I started, and trying to edit them down, and I don't try to hide any mistakes, but at the same time, if it takes 15 heats to move something this far, wherever I am, how many of us want to see it go? Don't even go on the other side of that. You know what I mean? So sometimes I cut off. I used to cut out a couple of heats or this or that, and then in the end, it's like, no. And this is important, and I hope anybody that's watching this has gotten this far. I want to make sure when I show a project in the long version videos that you actually see what it kind of takes to get there. Now, I know I cut out grinding and things like that a lot, but it's like, you can't, and hopefully people that don't blacksmith that watch my channel, or people or customers that might stumble upon it, because I bring them to my channels also. It's no simple thing to go bang, 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 and all of a sudden you got a freaking 20-inch sword. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but more importantly, there's a lot of time that goes into it, and more importantly, there's a lot of thought and effort that goes into it. So I started making those hour and 2 hour long videos, and of course not everybody has time to watch the hour and 2 hour long videos, and you guys expressed that, and I took that in and I understood that. So then I go ahead and I broke those things down. And again, these are for the people that don't like the shop time videos where it's just me working and not talking. And these are especially for the people, because these are the ones that I really want to address today. They don't like the short versions. Now, what I'm getting is criticisms on the short versions is that, when I do the long version first, I lay it out. I don't complete it, I lay it out. And that doesn't take as long because I've gotten pretty handy at when to turn it on and off the camera. But when I go to the short version, let's say the video is an hour long. When I do the short version, I got to go back through that whole hour long video and say, well, which pieces, parts am I going to keep, and which ones are kind of flow? What actually tells the story, so you can actually kind of see it happen. One of these days, I'm going to get pissed off, no doubt. I swear to God, it's been close. One of these days, I'm going to get pissed off. I'm going to take the raw piece of steel, get it all heated up. I'm going to hit it with a hammer, and then the next scene is going to be a finished sword, all sharp and ready to go. It's like, there you go. That's what it takes. And I know a lot of people don't have time to see the long versions, and they want to see the progress. My point, and I apologize for ignoring you guys at the moment, my point is this. When I go back through an hour of video, raw video, of actually edited long full-length video, and I start pulling those off, the vocals that I give you, the talking, it's not cohesive from one scene to the next. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna, okay, now we got that. It's for me to not put music in the background. I don't think it does anybody any good. If you want to watch what it is to build and hear the words that I use to go through that process and follow my mental thought, right or wrong. Jesus, how many times am I wrong? Like the pizza cutter. Have you watched the short video? Holy cow, one hit. He put those two railroad spikes together, and he ended up with a pizza cutter, and it wasn't beautiful, and maybe there's some design changes that you make. But in reality, if you watch a long-length video, the forge weld was a total failure. It was a total failure, and I had to go into the MIG and that kind of stuff. So when I make those cuts, putting in the music is only there because the vocal, the commentary isn't cohesive. you're not going to learn anything from the commentary. And I leave a little bit of the commentary in there, and I try to balance that out. So for those of you that are disliking the short versions because I put music on them, and it takes a lot of time to do all that. It really does. Pick music that I kind of like. Try to set the volumes where they are. Cut all the scenes in and out, and then make it something more of a trailer than it is an actual full-length video. I apologize if I disappoint you in the video and the audio, and I do spend a lot of time trying to make sure that music isn't so loud if my talking is worth hearing, that kind of stuff. But if you don't like that music, then watch the full version and jump around or whatever you got to do. I don't know what else I can do for that. But there was a comment, I don't know, recently. It looks like he's more, Chandler cares more about his art than he does the YouTube, and it's not true. I mean, it's a really crazy mixture. So I just wanted to do this live stream. I got about 1 minute before they said they're going to be here. To number one, I apologize to anybody that doesn't like the videos that I do. I certainly have my own format outside of what, I think what's common, and I'm not going to change that. It is not because I don't respect the support that I get from my viewers. Oh my gosh. Certainly the YouTube viewers, the patrons from Patreon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, anybody that's actually watched me and talked and heard a few of these face-to-faces, they understand. So no, it isn't that I don't. Yeah, it's not out of disrespect. It's my choice and how I present an abridged version of what I did, so you can watch in 10 minutes what took me 4 hours, which I produced a video of an hour or hour and a half. So you have choices to do that, okay? And it's not, honestly, it's not for views either. I mean, although the views all help, I mean, there's no doubt about it. The more views, the little bit more money I make. I don't make much on YouTube anymore. I'm just trying to put something out there, and so that everybody gets a chance to kind of do whichever way they want to go. So that's it. I don't want to make this video any longer. Let's go back through some your comments before the ladies show up. I apologize if you're not happy with what I'm doing. If you're not happy with what I'm doing and you leave as a subscriber or something, I understand. But quite frankly, I think you should. Well, hopefully this live stream explains things. This is why I do the shop time, because it's not some straight up blacksmith thing that's worth a video on its own. It's just a guy in a shop, and you know what? It takes a hell of a lot of other work. Just sitting, staring at a drawing or whatever, or not even a drawing, before the drawing shows up. It takes a lot of extra work. And for those that are thinking, hey, I'm going to be a blacksmith and I'm going to go do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make all this kind of money, hopefully that helps everybody understand that, some days it's just not wham bam on the hammer. Some days it's a lot of thinking and messing up. So that's what the shop times are for. The short versions are for the people that don't have 2 hours to watch something and they want to see start to finish quickly. I throw music in because that's my choice. If you don't like it, I'm very, very sorry to disappoint you, but that's the format that I've chosen to do. I'm not trying to disregard any YouTubers. All right, that's it. That's what this whole comment, this whole stream was about. And again, these people are going to be showing up anytime, and I'm sure they don't want to be on live stream. So let me see what we got here. How's it going? How's it going? I like the fork. Some of you guys are watching some old videos. That's good. Small time church, Joseph Fimmel. You can't please everybody, so please yourself. I never please yourself. That's one of the things you're going to learn right off the bat, is you're never going to be able to please yourself. I hear car doors slamming out the back door, so I'm going to have to leave you pretty soon. Let me see if I can do like Frontier Force. Yeah, guys, I'm trying. Good afternoon from all over the world. I'm getting you guys. I don't watch TV. I prefer to watch other videos. Yeah, but that's what I'm hoping. So both formats, you don't have time. Ladies, I'm on live stream right now, so if you don't want to be on YouTube, you can step outside or you can come on in and become famous. I'll be done in about 2 seconds.
Okay.
It's just 2 seconds.
Okay.
That's all right. You can come on in and be famous. No, they run away. All right, guys, I got to go. I apologize, I'm not reading through all the comments. I just wanted to explain the formats that I choose and the reason behind them so that some of you guys might not get so pissed off because the music is something you didn't want. It's just what I do. So, and most of you guys support that. I understand it. So I'm really trying to reach out for those on the fringes and try to, and adding the 360 camera and things like that are something I'm going to do. If you don't like the shop time, don't watch it. You don't like the Ford site shot, don't watch it. I don't make them for myself. I make them trying to get the most information across as fast. Okay, love you all. Sorry I got to split, but business is business. I got a couple ladies that I got to take care of. So, catch you on the next one.